Hello, my name is Michael, and I hope this video is helpful for you. Okay, today's project, we're going to be replacing the struts and coils on the front end of a 2011 Kia Sportage. We'll take it step by step. Step one is to remove the tire and gain access to the strut and coil. And with the rust, it's probably not going to be too easy. Be sure and put some sort of a stand underneath the car just for safety while you're working on it. You wouldn't want to have it fall on you. Tools you're going to need to do this strut removal. You're going to need a 3/4 inch socket. Probably a breaker bar would be handy on this. Also maybe a torch to heat them up a little bit. I used a 17mm on this to remove this nut, and also a 17mm open end for the back side to keep the ball joint from spinning. Then you're going to need a 12mm to remove the bolt that holds the ABS line. Okay, so now we're removing these nuts on top of the strut. They're the ones that hold it to the body. They're 9/16. You can get away with a box end wrench on these two, but this one in the back has very limited space, and you're going to have to use an open end 14mm to get in there. It's slow and tedious, but steady as she goes, and she'll drop right out. So this is the strut that I removed. The issue that we had with it, as you can see, the spring broke. A piece of it actually fell out, and from what I've been told, this is fairly common on these. So if you need to do the job, this is what you're facing. Okay, this is what the new strut assembly looks like. Just a note, you can buy just the springs and install those yourself. It takes special tools. It's a fairly dangerous process. And for the cost of these, I got these on Amazon for 2 of them, both fronts, for $129. So the amount you're saving by doing it yourself, if you're able to, is quite a bit, because this would be a fairly expensive job. So one of the challenges with installing the new strut is the 3 bolts that go up through the body of the vehicle. They're kind of hard to align. So once you get them lined up, you need some way to hold them if you're doing the work by yourself. So I just used my 3-foot breaker bar, and I braced it against the torsion and this bracket here to hold that in place while I put the nuts on top. As you can see, I'm starting to tighten down the nuts. I think what I'm going to do is tighten down the 2 outside ones first, which should hopefully make it easier to get to that inside one, and try to get that one on. Oh great, these are a different size. So the nuts on this are going to be, looks like maybe 5/8. I'll have to get a different wrench for that. Okay. So lining these bolts up is a little bit of a pain in the rear end. I just get them as close as I can, and then just drive my socket extension through, which is a little bit loose, so it fits in there and kind of holds it up. Then you can put this in, a couple of taps. There you go, piece of cake. At this point, you're just going to want to reattach the rest of the bolts, tighten everything down, put your wheel back on, you should be all set. Again, I hope this is helpful.